Welcome to Smartwriter. We are going to use AI to personalize your entire email outreach process so you can get a 50x ROI with one click of a button. And trust me, you're going to get that 50x ROI if you stick around till the end and use the tips that I share. Go ahead and create a project if you'd like. So I'm going to do one right now. I'm going to click on project and say demo project. Once you're in, you're going to get the option to select a bunch of personalizations. We're going to go through all this very, very quickly. So pause, watch this again if you want to, because it's going to make sense to you and you're going to get deals very quickly. Sweet. So I'm going to click on LinkedIn personalization, where you are essentially asked to provide a LinkedIn URL of the prospect that you're going to reach out to. In this case, it's going to be my own LinkedIn profile. All right, so I've added my LinkedIn profile, but again, remember, you can upload your own CSV. You can even do this via G Sheets, all taken care of. And by the way, with G Sheets as well, it auto syncs straight into your account without you having to even come here. Click on configure now and you can select the options that you want to go ahead and get. We do recommendations, personalization, bio, job description, as well as the career and tenure. I'm going to select all of them over here for you right now. And by the way, if you want to go with the recent activity, you can also go ahead and add your cookie, and there's going to be an option for you to add your cookie over here. And this is going to be super powerful if you want to go with it. If you don't, perfectly fine. You can turn it off and still go ahead. But in this demo, I'm going to go with it and just click save. And after that, generate copy. All right, so we've got over here, and I'm pretty happy with the copy. You can pause and actually read this if you'd like. It's super powerful and it's definitely eye-grabbing. It's done that on a post that I shared recently about remote work, and it's on point. I would definitely have a conversation with the person who sent me this. It's hit up my bio perfectly fine. Even picked out how many projects we worked on. The ready to go, by the way, are absolutely killer. What they mean is they can work great for you. You don't need to review these at all. You can just send them as soon as they're printed out for you without even looking. That's the whole point of ready to go. And they cover almost 14 to about 15 different personalization types for you, depending upon the data prospects. Tenure goes across the tenure of the prospect, if they've got promotions, if they worked for a certain time, and obviously top received recommendation picks out the received recommendation that a person's got and actually picks out on it. It even references their name, so you know that there's value there. All right, now back to the original screen again, and let's say I want to go ahead and create a personalization based upon a company website, maybe not LinkedIn profile. And this works fantastically fine. You only see guides on what type of business you want to reach out to. Again, over here, you can click on configure now, select the options that you want to go for. If you're trying to reach out to agencies, case studies work great. If you're trying to reach out to more businesses that are in use, perfectly fine. Blogs, if you want to reach out for marketing firms, and website, which is based on what the company actually does. You can turn on, turn off, whatever you want, and you can even move them in order. It's purely up to you. There you go. You can move it in order. And then click on generate copy. All right, it's actually gone ahead and picked out something from the news about Afterpay, where they partnered with Fashion Nova, and picked up a pretty cool point to mention in your personalized first line. So if someone from Afterpay sees this, they know you've done your research on them. All right, the third option is, let's say you want to go ahead and target an offline business. These are businesses that don't exactly have the best website or not online too often. Personalized Icebreaker is the perfect way because we go ahead and do personalization based upon their Google reviews. All right, so if I click on this, the only option that is different, you can select first, top 1, top 2, top 3 reviews, by the way. We need the city, the location, wherever you are, as well as the website URL. And there you go. I've got 3 beautiful personalizations that if I got over here, I know this person's actually spent some time reaching out to me. Now, you might ask, okay, I don't want to do these individually. I want you to go ahead and bump through the entire internet and find something unique about my prospect. Perfectly fine. You can click on Smart Scripts over here and come up with your own cool script. So what Smart Scripts lets you do is decide the order in which you want us to search the entire internet for your prospect's data. And I want to quickly mention something very unique that we have called deep personalization, where we go through your prospects' news, we go through their podcast mention, Medium blogs, articles, blog mentions, webinars, speaking events. Like basically, if they're on the internet, we're going to find something unique about them that has been mentioned to go ahead and create something personalized. So I'm going to decide my order over here, which I've done, which is deep personalization, maybe LinkedIn, then that, then finally Google reviews. Click on continue. I'm going to quickly upload a CSV. Okay, the CSV uploaded is from the Chrome extension that we've used to go ahead and fetch data from the Smartrider Chrome extension. The lead list is over here for you to go ahead and select. Chrome extension is obviously free to use, unlimited leads, as obviously you've got a lot of healthy verified emails that you can get per year based upon your plan. All right, so now that's selected, click on continue, then just map the fields. All right, I've quickly mapped the URLs over here, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to click on continue. I'm going to select what type of personalization I want and map the LinkedIn URL. All right, I mapped the LinkedIn URL. I'm going to click continue. I'm going to go to personalized icebreaker. The URL is already selected because we've done that in deep personalization. By the way, you can go back in front if you want. And obviously the last one is Google review, which I don't want. I'm going to pause. And then that's it. Click save and continue. It's found an article where he's mentioned that they've hired over 1,000 people. It's found a news mention over here for Airtree and how they're basically partnering with multiple female VC partners. Go Airtree. And obviously with Canva, there's an interview done with Melanie. And lastly, there's a news piece by the CEO of Segment that talks about how they're working with CDPs. Now, obviously, this has picked up all the pieces of article that are based upon the prospect's deep personalization. But again, if their LinkedIn is present, it'll pick up the LinkedIn. And if the LinkedIn fails, it'll go to their website and so on and so forth. And there you go. Now, you might ask, what now? What after this? You can click on push data over here if you've uploaded a CSV, and you'll actually get an option to select different versions that you're going with. It's empty over here because I actually don't have the key over here, but you can go with any of these data providers we have. We'll have more depending upon when you watch this video. And the last piece of the puzzle is if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. You can simply click on export. We'll export the whole data piece for you, and you can easily upload that to your prospective email sending service and then click map the fields and send. There you go. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And by the way, one bonus piece I want to quickly show you is coming back over here is backlink personalization. I click on backlink personalization. I can either add a guest post, which is a pitch that I'm trying to make. You can pitch what you're trying to sell, which is either a link, a guest post, or replace a competitor's link. You can manually select the type of blog that you're targeting. In this case, you need to add the actual blog that you're targeting. In the other situations, you don't, just the website's fine. And then once that's done, by the way, you can turn this empty and we won't add the pitch. If you add this, the pitch will be there. And then click on generate copy. And I'll show you quickly what that looks like. So here you go. So I've actually gone ahead and done a personalization based upon Hotjar Web Analytics, and it's found a pretty cool pitch that looks like I actually read the entire blog and found something unique where they mentioned something about HubSpot in their top tools and actually picked up a piece over there. Any other questions? Obviously, feel free to message us in the support chat, and I'm really excited to see you succeed with our product.